What's going on, guys? FDR Gaming here, and today we're going to be looking over my top 5 complaints and problems I have with Fortnite Battle Royale right now. And just because I'm saying this, it doesn't mean that I don't like the game or that I have many problems with the games. These are just some things that have been bothering me and that I would like fixed. Now, like a lot of my videos, this is going to be a live commentary video. So when I'm doing this top 5 list, I might be stopping a little bit in between just because I'm playing a game while recording, and I am playing Solid Gold V2 because it's very weird actually. Like, Close Encounters was supposed to come out, and now they've had Solid Gold V2 for about a week longer than originally expected, just because I keep having problems with the Close Encounters gameplay. So we're going to be playing Solid Gold because that's what's in its place right now. So here are my top 5 reasons. And well, here are the top 5 problems and complaints that I have for Fortnite Battle Royale right now. Now, number 5 is going to be the hunting rifle. In my opinion, the hunting rifle is a little bit, I would say, overpowered. It doesn't have the scope like the bolt action does, but the fire rate on it is much faster because of the reload speed. The reload speed with the hunting rifle compared to the regular bolt seems to be like twice as fast, and therefore you can shoot off twice as many shots. Now this is really overpowered, especially when, oh my gosh, Bloom. This gun is really overpowered, especially when you take into consideration the fact that it does 200 headshot damage just like the bolt. Now if you can fire off almost twice as many shots as the bolt action and still have the same amount of damage, that seems really overpowered. And it only does the same amount of damage when you do get a headshot. Now, my number 4 spot on my top 5 complaints is going to be traps, because as you guys know, for this past week's Battle Pass, we had okay, you know what? I'm not going to rage today. I don't feel like raging today, guys. It's okay. That was my fault. I shouldn't have jumped into that battle. But like I was saying, number 4 spot is going to be traps. And this last week's Battle Pass, week 4, I believe. Let me check that. Yeah, week 4. You have to get a trap elim. Now, normally this wouldn't be that big of a deal because you just spawn into the game, hopefully get a trap right away, place it down, and hopefully somebody walks within. That's just normal. That's what we did in last season. Well, that's what we do almost in every game when we find a trap right off the spawn. But now, since the latest patch notes, traps only do 75 damage, which, especially for this challenge, makes them really hard to use, and makes it really hard to get the trap elim. Like, obviously I've already gotten it, but it did take me a couple of days to get that trap elim, just because it was so hard. Like, I was trying to trap the final player at the end, and it wasn't working because it wasn't doing enough damage. Because traps used to do 150 damage. Actually 155. But now when they moved it down to 125, they were still usable. But now with 75 damage, it almost seems like traps are now obsolete from the game, and there's actually no point of going to pick them up. So traps, in my opinion, just seem to be less and less used in Fortnite, just because they're just so unusable just because of the amount of damage they do. Like, there's no point and really picking them up and trying to use them as tactically as we used to. Now, obviously, like way back in November, I believe it was, traps were like 5 different types of traps, and then they moved it down to just the floor spikes. But now you can place those on every single surface, which was a really good fix to the game, I believe, that they did. It made it a lot more usable for those traps. But now, since they've been decreasing the damage on them and nerfing the traps, they just seem so much more unusable in Fortnite, and that's just another problem I have, because traps used to be like one of my favorite things to do at the end of a game. And wow, I just got a chug jug and a minigun. Not that useful. I'm moving down to the number 3 spot, guys. That's going to be the jetpack. Now, obviously, the jetpack has been in the game for almost a week now, I want to say. And I have a lot of mixed feelings about this item. Now, I think the idea behind a jetpack in Fortnite is amazing, and something that they could really build off of and reconsider later in the future. But as the game stands right now, I do not believe that it was a good addition to the game, just because it is both equally a horrible weapon, or not really a weapon, a horrible item, and an amazing item. Because obviously if your jetpack runs out and you're in the air, you will take fall damage and you will die. Like, that's just a given. But somebody could now build a skybase with the jetpack, fall down all the way to the ground, and barely use the jetpack right before they land on the ground, and not take a single point of damage. And that just seems really OP. And building fights now, which are the core and essence. Sorry guys, I'm just a little sick. Build fights now that are the core and essence of the game now just seem so much more obsolete now that people have this jetpack, because you can outbuild people so much. And they will... Wow, Bloom. Okay. You can like I was saying, you can outbuild people, and it won't even have an effect anymore, just because that person with the jetpack can just fly all the way back up there and kill you, even though you've built like probably 100 meters above them. It just makes building in the game so much more obsolete when you're facing somebody with a jetpack, and that's what I don't like, because I've been really trying these last couple like weeks and months to really try and get better at building, so I can really match these players that are on PC, because obviously I'm a console player, and there's gonna be that skill cap for people on console. And now with these jetpacks, it just makes console players even worse for building, just because building just doesn't even matter anymore. One thing that I think they could do with the jetpack to make it better is that if you're using it, you can't shoot, because I know that's what they originally had planned, and then they made it so you still can be in combat mode while using it, and I just think that's way too OP, especially when you have these shotguns running around. But I overall like the idea of the jetpack, or like the back item. The fact that it takes up a whole inventory slot is still a little bit questionable, but I do like the idea. I feel like backpacks could be its own slot, and that's something Fortnite could really build off of and really turn into this amazing feature in the game. Now, number 2, guys, this one's going to be a weird one, and it's not so much that I don't like this addition to the game or don't like the weapon that I'm about to bring up. It's just that I feel like it's so much more unusable than people imagine. And that's actually going to be the Golden FAMAS or Golden Burst AR that was just recently added into the game. Now, personally, I like the weapon. I'll pick it up and use it if I don't have like a golden scar or something. Just because I feel like it's a... Wow, I did not mean to pick that up. But I just feel like it's a really like usable weapon, and it's really fun to use, and the accuracy is amazing. My game is lagging. Wow. Like I was saying, the accuracy is amazing. The burst fire rate is awesome. The reload time's not bad, and honestly, it melts people. But there is one problem I do have with it, and that is the fact that the golden one only does 33 damage. And when I'm saying that, like, out loud, that doesn't sound like that big of a deal. But when you really think about it... Oh my gosh, second check done. When you really think about it, only 33 damage for a burst weapon that only shoots out 3 shots means that it can't even knock out a person that has 100 health unless you get at least 1 headshot, which is completely doable. But at the same time, I don't feel like for a golden weapon that should be the case. I feel like that they should always be able to like one-shot people. So an easy fix for this weapon would obviously just make it 34 damage instead of just 33. But at the same time, where is the limit? Because if you all of a sudden put it up way too high, like at 35, where the golden scar is, all of a sudden that's way too overpowered. So obviously there is going to be a limit to what the damage can be in this weapon, but I just feel like right now it is not really as usable as I originally thought it was going to be, and as amazing as originally thought, because why should I use this weapon? Oh my gosh. Why should I use this weapon that only does 33 damage per shot and it only fires 3 at a time? if I can just use a golden scar that does 35. Oh, whiff that shot. Oh my god. Wow. Didn't think I was going to take damage there. Wow, that guy got some nice headshots. That guy just outplayed me. GG on his part. I really should have played that better, built better. I'm not really used to Solid Gold. This is actually my first time playing Solid Gold. Solid Gold V2 anyway. Actually never played Solid Gold version 1. Anyway, guys. Anyways, guys, moving down to the number 1 spot. This is going to be the new final zones that they added. Now, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below, but the storm shields now, since a recent patch, have had an increased chance, I believe it's by either 25 or 50% chance, of actually ending outside of the center. So usually they would end like roughly around here in the center of the map, but now they have a greater chance of going out to the edge of the zone, which overall sounds like a great idea. It sounds like a lot more variety to the game because the storm won't always end in the same places, and now we can actually get more like risky final endings or anarchy endings. Like those aren't really that popular, or even like a junk junction, because I've never had a game finish in junk junction. So overall that does seem like a great idea, but there is a huge problem with this, and it's that the fact that now, since the zones are going further towards the edge of the map, and obviously a lot of people like to land dusty or tilted or salty, like these core areas of the map that are right in the center, the game is like a running simulator, especially for that first zone. Because now, instead of being able to like loot for the whole like 5 minutes and then run for like a minute, you can only loot for like 3 minutes. And then you have to start running right away. And wow, I'm getting a horrible landing, but I knew there's going to be chests down here. But now you have to just start running immediately, which can be really problematic for the game. Especially because there's those people that always camp inside the zone just because they have a lot of heals. Bloom! Wow, I feel bad for that guy. I should not be mad. All he had was a bolt. But as I was saying, now the game is like a huge running simulator, and it actually makes it really difficult to play the game. Because now the whole game it feels like I'm just running away from the zone. And that can be a really annoying. Man. I really hate Bloom. I don't even care that I took damage. But now these new features, oh my god. Wow, I didn't even see him. God, I hate this game sometimes. I'm not playing that well today. This is my bad. Yesterday I was actually playing pretty good, but like I was saying, guys, these new final zones, they can just be really annoying, especially because you're always just running away from the zone now, and there's nothing you can really do about it. And now, that's my top 5 list of problems I currently have right now with Fortnite Battle Royale. Number 1 being the final zones. Number 2, Golden FAMAS just does not seem as well as it should be. Number 3, jetpacks need to be removed. Number 4 is the traps need to at least do 100 damage. They cannot only do 75. They're just unusable. And number 5 is the hunting rifle. So now, guys, you can stick around and watch me rage a little bit more if you want. Or you guys can see me hopefully get a dub. Probably not going to happen, though. Not that great at this game. But for others, this might just be the end of the video. So if you're not sticking around, I'll see you in the next one. Just make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. So now for those of you that are sticking around and watching this video, let's see if we can get a good game going now that we're not playing Solid Gold. I feel like Solid Gold has a little bit of problems in it, just because I feel like it's really hard to find shotguns. I don't even know if they added the heavy shotgun in, but if they didn't, that's just such a problem, because now the whole game now relies on Bloom basically for those close quarter fights, because why would anybody use a minigun? Nobody likes the minigun. Minigun is the worst weapon in the game. Nobody's going to use the minigun. There's no gold tactical SMG. And so all we basically have to use is the pistol. And it just doesn't seem worth it. That pistol, it's a great weapon. I like to use it for far away range, but it's just not good for close encounters. Also, when is close encounters coming back? Oh my god. Also, I'm about to die. I'm dead. Perfect. And a med kit. I need to find a shotgun now. Ask and you shall receive. Oh. You know, I hate this kind of play style. I just feel like a pansy right now. And I'm just hiding. But obviously I'm weak, and like I had a gun, I know it. But I know he's above me, so I can always just run after him. Also, new feature that recently got... See, kid. New feature that recently got added... Ooh, I just want to drink this. Added to console, and probably, of course, to PC, is that you can actually just have it auto pick up weapons and put them in your empty slots, which is actually really helpful. It can get really confusing and really hard to get used to at first, but it's really helpful to just be able to run over everything and just fill up the slots you want. Wow, I need to get over this cough. Especially early game, it just... There's so many times that like it just makes looting so much faster, just be able to run over everything. So Epic Games, good one for that. Good idea on that one. Never really would have thought of that. Oh, you guys know how I feel with the tack. Tack is not good. I'm gonna go back into the heart of Tilted. Where's this dude going? Oh my god! What? 20 health? That dude just sprayed me down with the SMG and the Bloom just killed me. This is why I hate Bloom. God, fuck this game. Okay, that was a really sad game. Let me just try one more time. Really don't want to rage as much. Oh, I'm running the Zoe skin. I think it's the best one out of all of the Battle Pass skins.
Give me all your presents. If you in a stitch, I'll wrap them with a ribbon like a Christmas bitch. Don't worry about it. I'll get it done today. Go away.
Okay, guys, let's jump in here. I'm really not getting the best luck at Tilted. Me and my friends, we were playing earlier today, and we were getting, like, just amazingly high kill games right off the start in Tilted. We were getting, like, 11 to, like, 15, like, consistently in Tilted, just dropping there. I might as well. Makes the game more interesting. Hopefully I can get a lot more kills. I feel like I'm a decent player at this game. Like I'm no ninja or myth, but at least for a console player, I feel like I'm like actually pretty good at this game. I just feel like I overthink a lot of things in the game, and I stress over a situation too much, and then that gets me killed, where I could easily win. And sorry, kid. Why did that take 3 shots? Epic Games, please fix your game. Wow, 9 brick. Oh, I see how it is. This just is so hard to hear in here. But when you do, it feels so good to hear it. I just really tried searching that barrel. I feel amazing. Wow, I'm tired. Also, Silence SMG needs to be removed. Not good. Bloom is horrible. Damage is horrible. I just don't see a single situation where you would ever use the Silence SMG, especially when they have a Silence pistol in the game. That is just so much better. No, destroy the bed. Also, for all the people that don't collect rockets at the beginning of the games, you're just playing the game wrong. The reason why they allow you to grab it at the beginning of games is so that when you do find a rocket, like end game, you already have a bunch of rockets to hold it in. I might as well just take this. I don't want to be caught without shields. Normally I'd wait, but we're in tilted. Oh, 178. Woo! I was gonna say, if I would have died by that guy, I would have been so mad. One small shield, guys. I have no idea what direction that came from. Oh, I see him. Wow! Okay. Okay, yeah, that's my sign. That's the sign that I have to stop. Well, you know, you guys got to see me rage just a little bit. Not much. You know, there will be definitely a lot more rage videos and rage compilations coming in the future for my channel. But as you guys know, I'm a new YouTuber. I would love to see my channel grow. And, you know, it's just like, guys, do it for Zoe. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. Do it for Orange Justice. Well, catch you guys in the next one. See you guys later.